The Bears, who won the final week of the season by crushing the Detroit Lions, are slim 3-point favorites. Referee Bill Downs calls the captains to midfield. For the Giants, it's number 30, Bill Svoboda, and number 44, Kyle Rote. For the Bears, Klein Gilbert, number 62, and number 51, Wayne Hansen. The Giants win the toss, and New York elects to receive. The Bear team huddles with Coach Patty Driscoll for final pregame instructions.
And we're all ready for the kickoff. It's George Blanda doing the kicking, and the 1956 World Championship is underway. Gene Filipski grabs the ball in the 7 and touches off the offensive fireworks as he flashes upfield. A sparkling 53-yard return by Villanova's Gene Filipski comes to an end when Johnny Malakas cuts him down from behind on the Chicago 39. Heinrich goes to the air again. Don drops back, stops, and throws. Frank Gifford grabs the ball away from J.C. Caroline for a 22-yard gain. Now New York has a first down on the Chicago 17. Don Heinrich calls the numbers. Mel Triplett takes the handoff and knocks over everyone in sight, including umpire Sam Wilson, as he storms through the Bears on a 17-yard touchdown charge. On Chicago's first scrimmage play, there's a mix-up in the backfield. Brown and Caceres mix connections on a handoff, and all-pro end Andy Robustelli pounces on the pigskin for a giant recovery on the Chicago 15. Now it's 4th and 5 for the Giants, and Agajanian enters the game. Ben Boots, a letter-perfect placement squarely between the uprights for a 17-yard field goal, and the Giants lead by 10-0. Don Chandler kicks off again for New York. J.C. Caroline takes the kick on the 3 and brings it back to the 18. Our Miller High Life end zone camera picks up the action as the Bears put the ball in play. Ed Brown passes to Bill McCall, and Chicago has a first down on its own 40. Brown tries his luck on the overhead route once more. The Bear drive comes to an abrupt halt as Jim Patton goes high in the air to intercept. Patton scampers back 28 yards as the Giants set up shop on the Chicago 36. 3 downs later, the Giants are still in the 36, and in comes Agajanian. At 38, Ben is the oldest player in the field, but he still has what it takes. Aggie's 43-yard field goal, his longest of the season, puts the Giants in front 13-0, and you know these New Yorkers are a happy bunch. Chicago's Don Bingham, number 46, waits for the kickoff. Bingham pulls in the pigskin on the 9 and heads up the middle. Jim Katcavage finally drags him down on the Bear 35. On an inside handoff, J.C. Caroline cracks the New York defense for 6 hard yards. Caroline carries again. This time it's a wide sweep to the left side, and Caroline gets 3 yards before Dick Modulewski bowls him over. It's 4th and 1 for Chicago, and the Bears are going to go for it. Caroline is cut down by Bill Svoboda and M. Tennell behind the line. The gamble backfires, and the Giants take over. 3rd and 6 for the Giants, and this is a big play. Connolly fakes a pass, then lobs over the line to Webster. Webster is a terror today, and he tears the Bears to tatters on a terrific 22-yard trek. It's goal to go for the Giants, and Alex Webster gets them there in one bone-crushing charge as the underdog New Yorkers up their advantage to an amazing 20-0 margin. Don Chandler has his kicking foot doing yeoman service today, and again he sends the football flying deep in the Bear country. Don Bingham bags the ball and brings it back to the Bears 28. It's 4th and 8 for Chicago, and that's Ed Brown back in punt formation. Brown spirals a beauty, and waiting for the kick is M. Tennell. Tennell bobbles the ball, and it's a real hot potato. Big John Malakas finally wraps his 255-pound frame around the pigskin. Chicago has a big break on the New York 25. And the Bears are a little happier now. An inside handoff goes to Rick Caceres, and he slips through the middle for 2 yards. That's Ed Brown, the quarterback, rolling out the throw. Brown hits J.C. Caroline, and so does Sam Huff and Ed Hughes. Caroline has bounced out of bounds after gaining 7 big yards. This is Chicago's first scoring threat of the game, and they're hoping it'll pay off. Caceres plunges into the line, and he's close to a first down. Here's Rick Caceres at his best. The league's leading rusher rips through a nice opening, and he's in there for the Bears' first touchdown of the game. Charlie Connolly steps to the firing line and flips a spot pass to Alex Webster. A nifty sidestep, and Webster's away for good yardage. Ken McAfee leads the way on a 50-yard play that moves the ball deep into the lair of the Bear. Our Miller High Life sideline camera records a classic shot of the Giants' marvelous Mel Triplett. The hard-fighting fullback on a quake-em-shake-em charge bulldozes to the Chicago 3-yard line. Alex Webster knifes into the end zone to put the finishing touch to a 5-play, 72-yard scoring surge. The Bears have to kick. Brown stands deep in his end zone, but Ray Beck breaks through to block the punt. The free ball is loose in the end zone, and Arkansas rookie Henry Moore gets his first professional score by recovering the ball for a touchdown. Number 16, George Blenda, is in at quarterback for the Bears, and he hands off to Bobby Watkins, who hits the left side of the line for 5. This time, Blenda goes back to throw. George passes over the middle to Harlan Hill, and it's good for an 18-yard gain as Hill moves to the Giant 46. Time is running short on the Bears, and they have to pass. Here's that same Blanda to Hill pattern. Now watch this tackle. Ed Hughes applies the stopper, and what a stop.
Ed Brown is the Bears quarterback. He throws to Harlan Hill, cutting across the middle, and Hill gets to Chicago's 49-yard line. Chicago shifts into a short punt formation, and Caceres carries on a direct pass from center. Rick reels off 15 fast yards, and the Bears are in Giant territory. The Bears are using this formation to give Ed Brown, the deep man, a better opportunity to pass. It works here as Brown connects with Harlan Hill, who hurries to the New York 17. Brown moves back under center in the Bears' basic T formation. Ed lobs a short screen pass to Rick Caceres. Caceres carries to the 10 where Bill Svoboda drops him. There goes Brown rolling out. He's got a blocker in front, but he can't get around M. Tennell, who runs him out of bounds on the New York 4. 4th and goal to go for the Bears. Brown fires a bullet pass to Harlan Hill, but Hill can't hold it. Giant defenders Dick Nolan and Jim Patton claim Hill dropped the ball, and the officials agree it's no touchdown. The Giants flank Gifford to the left, and the speedy halfback races straight down the sideline. Connolly spots him open, and man, this combination is murder. Gifford, a gifted receiver, is also a gilt-edged runner as he races away on a 67-yard play. It's 1st and 10 for New York on the Chicago 12. Our Miller High Life sideline camera gives us a close-up view of just how touchdowns are made. It's Charlie Connolly to Kyle Roach, and ring up 6 more points for the Giants. This play presents a perfect picture of Frank Gifford in action. Gifford is trapped while attempting to pass, but that doesn't faze Frank. With some fancy footwork, he transforms a snafu play into a snappy 16-yard gain. Number 83, Big Bill McCall, leads Chicago's offensive unit into action. The Bears put McCall right to work as Blanda pinpoints him with a 13-yard pass. Blanda promptly makes up that loss with 6 yards to boot as he passes to Jim Dooley, who button hooks and bags the ball on the Chicago 35. It looks like Blanda is bringing the Bears out of hibernation as he hits Harlan Hill with a 12-yard completion. The Giants are doing a giant-sized job in containing the running of Rick Caceres. But Rick gets into the thick of things here as he shags a third pass for an 8-yard pickup. The Giants mean strictly business. Mel Triplett stays on his pins as he spins through the Chicago secondary for 19 yards. Charlie Connolly, New York's peerless passer, is perfection personified. Charlie spirals the pigskin direct to who else? Frank Gifford, and it's good for 29 yards. Watch this play carefully as Connolly passes to Gifford for a score. and you'll see Art Spieler, our Miller High Life cameraman, get into the thick of the action. And the game goes on with New York in front, 47-7. Don Chandler sends the kickoff careening into the end zone where Don Bingham is waiting for it. Bingham races straight ahead but runs into a stone wall at the Chicago 2. The Bears are in that short punt formation again with Ed Brown, the deep man, throwing to Jim Dooley for a gain of 15 yards. Brown is filling the air with footballs as Chicago fights to save face. Harlan Hill takes this down and out toss right at midfield. That's all for Brown, and George Blanda comes back in the game. But this just isn't Chicago's day. Linebacker Bill Svoboda, a demon all day on defense, picks off this pass. Svoboda sweeps back to the Bears' 46. Quarterback Bobby Clatterbuck joins in the parade of giant performers, and he feeds a handoff to Mel Triplett that clicks for 16 yards. Clatterbuck attempts a fourth down pass, but he can't get it away, and the Bears take over as the final seconds tick away. Chicago is trying. Blanda passes on the screen to Rick Caceres for a 19-yard gain, but that's the end of the game. A spectacular 47-7 victory for New York.